Happy Friday, everybody. It's Annette from Stampin' with the Bees. I'm just gathering up a couple more things here. And I wanted to, do I want to open the catalog to? Yeah, I want to open the catalog to a page. Because I'm going to feature a product from the, what's it called? Love You Always Suite. I'm not going to be getting all Valentine-y, don't get excited. But this black and white paper across the bottom here, what's it called? True Love Designer Series paper. I'm going to be playing with that. And I revisited the project that I did last week where I taught you that trick with the DSP. Because I didn't like how it didn't completely match up. And it needed all that fussing around. Plus, I thought the black and white paper would look really cool with it. So, I thought I would play with it. So I pulled out the pack. Hi Rita, hi Joyce, hi Debbie. So I pulled out the paper. So it's called the True Love Designer Series paper. It's all black and white. One side is like more of a geometric and the other side is a floral. That one's super busy, but I love the little diamonds. I love black and white paper, period. This one here is the one where I actually fussy cut a bunch of these images out. And then the back side of that is another cool geometric. This one has stripes. This is probably one of my favorite papers. The only thing that sucks about it is that I also love the other side. I don't like it when I like both sides. It's kind of annoying. Hi, Michelle. Hello, Teresa. And then this one is the beautiful polka dots, which you can use on so many things. And then this one has more flowers. It's a slightly smaller flower. I would not even attempt to fussy cut that one, I promise. And then this one is a cool geometric. And another flower with a lot more black. And it's kind of, I like how it's kind of set out on a diagonal. That's kind of cool. And then another gorgeous stripe. And I also love the flip side of this one. And this is the one we're going to use tonight. Okay, so we can get rid of that. So what I did was I prepped a little bit. And so you remember last week how I took a 6x6 piece of paper from just one of the, I think I just took it from the Oso Ombre. So like this already comes as 6x6. So I cut one of those ones out as a 6x6. And then what I did was I cut this one as a 6 1/4 by 6 1/4 so that I could have a perfect edge all the way around. And then I pulled out my Seal Plus because I figured it'd be a lot easier to stick down. And see, isn't that so pretty? I love the stripes. So I'm going to use my Seal Plus and adhere this to the black. And because I'm cutting it in different ways, I'm putting probably more on than I need to, but I want to make sure that all the edges that need to be stuck down stay where they're supposed to be. And a black and white card to me is like super classy, so I figured you guys wouldn't mind if I revisited this with a different kind of paper. So, okay, so the next thing is I thought I would flip it over, but then I realized when I go to mark it, how am I going to see, because I don't think I have a pen that has like a silver ink or anything in it. No, so I think what I'll do is I'll take my Take Your Pick and I'll use that as my, because what we're going to do is the same thing as last week, is we're going to measure down 1.5 inches. Actually, what I should do is just put some of this on. So I can use that as my marker. Because they're cheap dollar store Post-it notes, so. Alright, so here and here here is where I'm going to put all my marks. Hi, Donna. Hi, Kathleen. Hi, Grace. Hi, June. Hello, Leslie. Wow, you're watching real time. Wow. I will do my best not to drop an ink pad. Okay, so 1.5 inches. I put the post-it notes on here for anybody who joined late so that I can actually see when I draw a line on here, because I'm putting a 1.5 inch mark on every corner. I think, Kathleen, you will be a little more familiar with this than everybody else. Mind you, I did do it last week, and I'm revisiting it because I wasn't happy with my results. Because I want an edge already on my card, ready to go. Okay, so I've got that 1.5 inches all the way on all of them. And then I'm going to take my trimmer, and I'm just making sure you guys can see if I do it here. Yes. Okay, so what I'm doing is I'm going to take those ticks and I'm going to line them up with my track. And the track is where we know the blade goes with the, yep, it's where the blade goes on the trimmer. Use your words. So we're going to cut that, and then I'm going to lift the arm, and then I'm going to get another one of my cheapy dollar store post-it notes before I get a chance to move this, and then I'm going to stick that down so that it doesn't move, and then I'm going to rotate it, and I'm going to line up these other 2 ticks. And then I'm going to cut it again. And now I'll have 4 pieces once I peel off my that are identical, and I can make 4, and it's just a really quick way to make some cards too. Like if you had to make a whole bunch of thank you cards really quick, it'd be a quick way to make some like interesting looking cards, and not have to do like a, you know, something too simple. All right. So we've got our 4 pieces, so we can get you out of the way. So this is what they're going to look like on, I'll just grab one of my white card bases because I figured I'd use white card bases. And then I'll just put the corner that's cut into the actual corner, and then you'll get that. See that, doesn't that black layer just make the card sort of thing? Hi, Julie. Okay, so that's kind of what I'm aiming for. But I thought I would jazz them up because I didn't want to just... And I'm going to pull my chair over. Because one of the things I want to do... one of the things I want to do to jazz it up, and I may not be able to see... Yes, you need this paper. I may not be able to see... let me see which one is the better one to do. Because I don't want you guys to have to watch me do this for hours and hours. Now, you guys can help me choose, though. Because what I'm going to do is I'm going to color the DSP with a blend. And I was practicing earlier. So what I need to know from you guys is, everybody can vote. You can choose Melon Mambo, or you can choose Pool Party. You guys tell me which color you'd rather I use. Oh, you're not that late, Julie. Don't worry. Grandkids are important. You got to chat with them, right? You do need this paper, Kathleen. Definitely. Okay, so I don't have any votes yet. I know there's a lag, but come on, people. Also, I'm going to choose, because I'm leaning towards Pool Party, but if you guys can see, like, look how you can see, I have to be extra careful, but I really like the Pool Party, but I also really like the pink, so I wanted to hear Melon. Yeah, you're a lot of help, Grace. Melon, both. Oh, you guys are all awful. Both. Melon. Okay, Melon is the winner. And actually, what I should do is bring this up on my computer so that I can see the comments while I'm sitting. So bear with me for 1 second. 60. Oh, there's part of my password you all know now. And... how do we get there? We go here. Nope. We go here. And we better make sure the volume's off. We go here. Now, if anybody can tell me on a Mac computer how to page down, I will I will give you a big kiss, because it's so annoying how I have to go one tap at a time to get there. Alright, so is this going to show me the comments? Melon will stand out, but you really like the pool party. Julie, that's not helpful either. But we're going to go with Melon because I think Melon got more votes. So, and Grace is laughing her butt off over there. So, I'm going to be very careful. And I'm sorry that you're watching me, but I didn't want to do it ahead of time because I wanted you guys to sort of see the pop that it gets, because it's super cool when you color just around the outside. Like, anybody can just color the flowers, because like I could get out my brushes or my sponge daubers or even my markers and color the flowers, but it looks really cool when you do the outline. I'm trying really hard to stay outside the lines. I was never good at that as a kid. I never really was a colorer as a kid, actually. But I do like to color DSP, it's fun. And it just totally transforms it. And I know I said I was going to do classy black and white, but I thought that you guys would enjoy learning a trick if you haven't done this before, if you haven't seen it before. Oh, there I went totally out of the lines. But we do have this tool. I should try it, actually. It's called the Color Lifter. And if I go along the edge here, it's supposed to take the color away, but I don't know if that's true for... I don't know if it's going to dull it for sure. I don't know that anybody's going to be that fussy to notice it. So we'll just try and be more... Maybe I should try the blunt tip end, because maybe I'll have more control. The painter in me wants to use the paintbrush, is the problem. But see how that really is cool with how it does the color? The right hand side should have a bar. Okay, I'll have to give that a go. Yay for the Color Lifter. Yeah. So anybody got big plans for the weekend? What are we doing on the weekend? Everybody staying home like good kids? That's my plan. I'm going to attack my craft room tomorrow and do some decluttering and tidying. My counter space. You know that thing where you have every horizontal surface has to have something on it? Well, my craft room is very busy with the horizontal space. Looking pretty. No more comments. Hopefully you're all still there. Everybody who does a live video will tell you when the comments sort of stop flowing in, then you get nervous that maybe you've lost connection. Our internet can be sketchy, but I don't think it has been lately. I'm pretty sure if we have an issue, I'll hear about it from the TV watchers in the next room before I realize it. A few minutes ago, all I could hear was Rachel and Lisa giggling upstairs, and she's supposed to be studying for geography, but I guess they're having loads of fun. When I went up there, they were laying on their bellies on the floor, and they're writing out cue cards for all the stuff she has to remember. The big final exam. And they started asking me questions, and I looked at my sister, who had one of her degrees or whatever is in geography, and I looked at her and I went, I didn't graduate from university with a geography degree. And Lisa's like, oh, I'm acing grade 9 geography. I was like, okay then. Why are you two asking me these questions? Oh, still recovering from surgery, getting antsy. Well, go do some crafting, Julie. At least you can sit down and behave, and it's almost like resting. And sit there and stamp your little heart out. Unless you can't sit up, maybe. I don't know. I don't remember if you told me what you were having done there. But if you have to lay down, well, I guess that's a little tougher to do the crafting, but hopefully you've got something that'll keep you busy. Read a book, or I don't know. I think you're a lady of many crafts. You could probably knit or something too, or crochet. Okay, that's that. So that's my... Does that click? It didn't really click. That's my first card. So I've got a bunch of these white card bases ready to go. So I'm gonna, and they're all gonna have to go in the corner because I want them to have that black edge, like I said. I'm going back to my beautiful clear or liquid glue that I love, because then if I need wiggle room, I'll have it. I think the tip is a little bit clogged up. Alright, so we'll go right to the edge. Over, over, over. There we go. And then I pulled out a bunch of sentiments. And I got a few circles, but I think some of the sentiments I wanted to stamp right on the... So this one will be with Deepest Sympathy, and we gotta get my black ink pad out here. You know, you never have a sympathy card when you need it. Hi, Karen. Half sitting now. Made a card today. Well, that's cool. My phone is dying. And this one is, I should have told you what set it was, eh? I believe it's Peaceful. Oh, I can't show you the stamp set. It's got a million stamps stuck to the front of it. So it's Peaceful Moments. It's got, I really enjoy the fonts from this one, and it's got, hopefully my head's not in the way, it's got pretty much everything that you need in a stamp set. That wasn't the best inking, but it doesn't look awful. And then I cut out a bunch of these, oh, what's the thing called? I gotta pop out it's called Bouquet Blooms, and it's got this really beautiful die. It's this one, and the piece that I cut out is this, but I'm saving that one. And then it also has all these little ones, and I thought, because I can't just leave that naked, I thought if I stuck a couple of those on there, it would be a little interest. But they still have still have some of their bits in there. And then it's got, and I know I should probably be doing 3, but I think actually I might even just do 1. How about that idea? So we need the liquid glue again. I'm gonna get the silicone mat out, and what I do is I do like a little blob on there, and then I can dip my flower. Hang on, there's a little bit stuck to a hitchhiker there. I can dip my flower in there just where I want the glue and dab it off, and then when I put it on my card, it doesn't make like a big blobby mess. And then I'll leave the edges up and only glue the middle, and then I've got that cool dimension that I love, that you guys all know that I love. All right. You just make up stories about what you're going to do on the weekend, and then it doesn't have to be true, right? Do you ever use the glue eraser? There's a glue eraser inside the bottle? I didn't know there was a glue eraser inside the bottle, Julie. And then one more way to make the card extra special would be to get out your Wink of Stella and throw some sparkle on these beautiful white flowers, because then it'll be sparkly and it adds, you know, a little something. I gotta squeeze out some more wink here. And then my flowers will be pretty. And there, it picked up a little bit. No, I don't think it did. And what else, Kathleen, do we need? We need some color. We need some rhinestones. I don't think there's anything that's pink that goes. So we might just go with regular rhinestones. Twist. Oh, you mean down here? That's not. You think that's a glue remover down there? Oh, I always squeeze it and then the glue comes out at the bottom there, and I've used it to actually glue things up. I didn't know it was meant to be a remover. I thought it was just a wider tip if you were gluing up a large area. That's what I've used it for. Okay, I'm going to put one in the middle of my flower. And I'm going to put one, maybe I'll put a couple on this side. And then I built my triangle, because when you do your artistic thing is 3, and if it's in a triangle, then that's part of the whole artistic thing. But you know, we need to do something on the inside of the card. And what I was thinking was that I had one of these other bits, and I am gonna not put it in the glue, but I'm gonna take it and I'm gonna do like a 1/2 inch strip. And make sure that it's at 5.5, which it's a hair long. And then I'm going to put it in my card, and then there's something interesting in the card. Actually, maybe we'll do the stripities. And I'm just going to lay that across the bottom, and I'm going to leave a gap. Maybe try and get it straight. And then there's something interesting in the card. And maybe, since we put Deepest Sympathy on the inside, I will use this other one, because this is, see, I gotta show you the set now. Okay, give me 1 second to move some of these. I've been playing with the dragonflies, and I couldn't find the box. So I took them all off the block so I could have the blocks, and I stuck them to the front of the... Okay, it's called Peaceful Moments, and it's got gorgeous fonts, and like it's got everything, like happy birthday, deepest sympathy, thank you, wishing you every happiness on this special day, congratulations, thinking of you with all my heart. And like these ones would be like innies, right? Like, so you could do happy birthday and then on the inside wishing you every happiness, and or congratulations and wishing you every happiness on your special day. And then if you put with sympathy on the outside, which is what I did, you could put thinking of you with all my heart on the inside. And then if you did a congratulations, you could do these are the moments we'll look back on with joy, sort of thing. And then this one here where it says always remember, I use that on a Remembrance Day card. So it's a really, you know, all season kind of set. This has little white bits on there. Oh, I didn't clean my stamp either. Okay, thinking of you with all my heart. And I'm going to put it down here. No, I'm not. I'm going to put it in the middle where it belongs. And hope it's straight. There we go. Now, I didn't clean that last stamp, and I really should. So let's do them both at the same time. So that one... yes, it's a very bling. I was going to say, Kathleen, you took a little bit of a time there to tell me that. And like as far as removing glue goes, I have an old, I think it's in here, I have an old tool that I actually used to have when we did Creative Memories, but nobody sells it that I know of, but I found it in the dollar store, and it's a It's gotten a little hard, actually. Probably should have left it in the plastic bag, but this is what I use. The corner of this, I get it all soft, and it removes glue like a champion. I have no idea what it's called, and because it's hard, I'm probably going to have to start looking for a new one. That's what I use glue. That's what I use to remove glue. Okay, so there. That's card number 1 done. And I don't know that my bone folder did a terrific job there because this is not staying closed. That's way prettier than last week, I think. Alright. Close that before I get black ink everywhere. So I'll set that one over there. And then we have another one. And why the heck wouldn't we color those flowers? Well, we got it out here, right? So staying with our pink theme, I'm going to pull out my gorgeous Magenta Madness. My current favorite color. We'll get that on the sponge dauber nice and soft because I want to be able to do like really intense color in the middle because that's the way flowers are sort of built, right? And then sort of go out to the outside. Yeah, that's where I got that one, is at the dollar store. So, what is it? January 29th? January 28th? 29th? I didn't have to write the date down at all today. Anyways, next month, February, is my birthday month. And I have big plans. I'm going to try and do more lives. I don't want to say when or anything because I don't want to disappoint anybody if it doesn't happen, but I'm going to try and do more lives because I want to do one that's like a technique live, and the other one will be, and like it'll be like a fancy fold, or it'll be something like this, or it'll be, I don't know. I'll teach you something that I am thinking you might not know, or maybe you do, I don't know. And then my Friday nights will always be the same, and then for my customers, I'm going to have a bunch of ordering specials, and I want to have some classes on the go too, so that, and then every day, my plan is that every day I'm going to post a card, a birthday card of some type. And then maybe I'll do something extra special on my actual birthday, but that's as far as I've got with my planning. Is that I've been making birthday cards for a bit now, so I'm getting ready to plan my posts, and then I've prepped a few extra ones so that I can do like some pop-up lives, I'll call them, where you won't get a lot of notice. I'm gonna say that I'm gonna try and do on Tuesday nights and Friday nights, but like I said, don't hold me to it, because if things go sideways around here, then we might have to flip it over to a Wednesday or whatever. But the kid's not going to dance or school, so I'm pretty much home every night, as I should be. And yeah, so I thought maybe I would, because this is something that I love to do, and it's my birthday month, so I should get to spend it doing things that I like, right? As far as I'm concerned. And hopefully you guys enjoy it as well. So pretty, if I do say so myself. Okay, you're a little off the edge. And then this one, I was thinking, I cut out a couple circles. Yeah, way over there. So I thought I would do, now this is going to end up getting on something. So let's move it. Oh, it stole a hitchhiker. Alright, so let's do a sentiment. And I think I'm going to make this one a thank you card. I'm going to put that right there. Yep, perfect. Looks great. Alright, and goodness. That thank you has been used a lot, and it does not like to stay on the block very well. Okay, but I'm thinking we need to maybe add a little bit of something to the... so I'm going to... Okay, so I should show you the stamp set. So it's called Blossoms in Bloom. Am I holding it in the camera? Oh, look at that, I am. And so it's got these really cool little flowers here. So I'm going to... I'm thinking these actually probably match up. Maybe not with this one, maybe with the littler one. Yeah. Oh, maybe I should just use the wee tiny... Yeah, let's just use the wee tiny baby one. Oh, there's two of them. We'll use this baby one. It's not huge on my card. So we'll bring back the magenta. And we'll get a block that has nothing on it. Good luck. Good luck. Now this is the first time I've used this set. So we're going to rub that... Oh, and this is photopolymer. So we're going to rub that factory, what is it, layer off the stamp. And then I'm going to go into my, and I'm just going to put a couple flowers here. Oh, right on my, should have kept that paper. And then a flower here, here, and here, sort of. Maybe we'll put one here. 3, 3, 3. Yeah, I like it. I love listening to you work through your stamping. Hi, Lisa. All right. Well, then everybody sort of understands the process a little bit, right? Okay, you can go there. All right. Now, what do we do with my black circle? Oh, let's back up here. All right, so we're going to glue that down. And we're going to put dimensionals on the back of that so we get a little bit of lift. And I'm wondering if we need a little ribbon on here. I don't, oh I do. I was going to say, I don't have anything that's magenta, but I really do. So I'm going to do one of those. Have you guys seen people do those squiggle things? Now, how does my thing go? Kind of go, I'm here and here, and then this one can go here. Maybe I should need a glue dot. We'll cut this like this, and we'll flip it over. And where did you put the glue dots? Actually, since we got dimensionals out, we might as well use dimensionals. So we'll stick it down a little better and nail that stuff in place. Because I covered up quite a bit of my dimensionals with my ribbon. I'm going to add a couple extra of them as well. Just so that nothing goes all saggy on me. Nobody likes a saggy card. Okay, that's a heck of a pile of dimensionals on the back of that. Alright, and then we'll just stick it over here to the side. And am I even in the camera? Sort of, mostly. Nobody yelled at me. So there we go. And then we'll flip it over. Give it a good crease. And then there's card number... Oh, wait. Kathleen, you're not yelling at me yet. What else does it need? You betcha. A little bit of sparkle. Maybe we'll put it on the actual circle. We'll put 2 on the bottom and 1 on the top. There we go. So that's card number 2 right there. And oh, still got 2 more to go. I could leave 1 as a classic black and white. This one is more, it's more of a portrait card, but I actually have seen a lot of people, hang on, let me get the fold going, where they turn it sideways, and I am really digging that. So I'm going to do that with this one, or where it goes like this, you know what I mean? But what should I do something to it? I'm thinking I should. I'm going to glue it down though. Live dangerously and stick it on there right off the bat. Let's put some glue in this corner so it doesn't lift. Because you know it's going to want to try. Just to be a pain in my butt. Okay, there we go. Because I did have... actually, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to... yeah, okay. I'm going to take the magenta out again. Thanks, Leslie. Bling, bling. There we go. Kathleen, you're a little slow on that, but I'll let you away with it tonight. So I'm going to put some pink on here. Sponge some color on. You guys know I'm not going to be able to do a live without my beloved brushes. And then I'm going to stick it on the black circle. And here's what I was going to do. I was going to take one of these flowers. I thought, or do I already have it out? Hang on, stand fast. I do not think so. I told you guys I fussy cut some of the flowers out of that other DSP, and I thought I had a single. Double, 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 double. I don't want you guys to have to watch me fussy cut one, but it may come to that. Is that the same one? Yeah, it's a little bit smaller, which is good. Sorry guys, you're gonna have to maybe watch me fussy cut one. Yep, there's not one already done. This bag was going with me when Rachel had dance, or if I had an appointment or whatever, and then I'd fussy cut as I go, but I really have nowhere to go these days, so it doesn't get done. So I'm sorry, but you're gonna have to watch me cut out a flower. Or maybe I'm not even on the camera because there's a delay, so when I'm watching my computer over here, it takes a couple minutes before I see. I gotta actually sit up a little bit and look on the camera to see if I've done it. Bling bling, very nice. Okay, so and I'm cutting right up close to the edge. I'm not leaving a ton of white at the edge like I sometimes do. I know I said these cards were going to be quick and easy, but honestly we're still going to end up with 4, and I don't think I'll have been on here for an hour. I don't know how long it's been. It doesn't usually tell me until after. So nobody has big plans, not a surprise, right? Has anybody been crafting this week? We got anything on the go on the craft table? I actually have played hooky quite a bit this week. And I haven't been in here very much. Maybe, which is probably why it's more of a disaster than normal. There's a show on TV that my husband and I are completely addicted to, and it started up again, and so we had two to watch one night, and since I was already on the couch watching TV, I just kind of stayed there. And I haven't done that in a long time. I usually ditch him and go to the craft room, so you're funny, Leslie. Alright. So we're gonna put this, I think. See, now doesn't that look like I put it on upside down, but we're gonna deal with it because not all the flowers in the world face up, right? So we're gonna put that on there. And then I'm going to put the flower on there, and I'm just debating on whether I should color the flower. And I feel like I should. And I feel like I'm going to get my blends out and actually get all colory on you. So this is the dark Melon Mambo, and I'm just going to color from the inside out, because all these lines kind of dictate sort of where the shadows would be. And I'm gonna actually, and maybe I should have done that after, but I'm just gonna pull out some of these lines with my dark, and I may come back to that, so I'm not gonna totally close it. And then I'm gonna take the light one, and in a circular motion, these are alcohol-based markers for anybody who is not familiar. And if you go in a circular motion, you kind of get a really cool blending effect. And if they start squeaking, I'm pressing too hard. So if you have these and you are coloring and they start squeaking, then you're coloring too hard. And you'll start to destroy the tip kind of thing. Is what I've been told. Is what I understand. And depending on who you watch demonstrator-wise, some of them go light then dark, and some of them go dark than light. So it's kind of your preference, whatever your preference is. But if you like them, or if you've tried them and you find that you have trouble, I would say don't give up. It's something that you need to play with, I think, at times. And so I'm going to draw some of these lines a little bit more, just to get that a little bit more dimension kind of thing. Oh, dark, dark, light, light. There. Nice, bold, pretty color. And then I'm going to take the dark. I was thinking I wasn't going to. I was thinking I was going to put another color in the middle. Yeah, actually, I'm going to get this black, because I think this kind of a flower would be black in the middle, and I'm going to color all this in black. And hopefully you can still see the texture, but maybe we'll put a little bit of wink in there too. So we got to color the leaves first, and I'm going to go with my favorite, which is Granny Apple Green. I'm going to go, I'm a dark then light person, so I'm going to put dark here where the shadow would be, and up the middle of the leaf, and here where the two where the two leaves overlap, I'm going to go a little bit more with the dark, and then I'm not going to close it, and then I'm going to come in with the light, and I'm going to go back where I started. And the thing that you also need to know with blends, with alcohol markers, is that they soak right through onto your tabletop. So make sure your tabletop is not something that can be destroyed by markers and whatnot. Like, this is not something you do on your dining room table without something underneath. Because I know a lot of people are dining room table crafters. that would be kind of sad to, although most of us put a tablecloth on there, but still, it would make you cry. There. And then here where I went out, when I didn't go right up to the line, I'm just going to add a little bit more. And then there it's got some pretty cool shading on my, but I'm going to come back in and make it a little darker where it should be, because there should be a little bit of a shadow from the flower. Or at least a little bit more. There, I think I'm done with you. And then I'm going to come back in with you and help that sort of shading a little bit where it should be darker. Ah, Yvonne. Thanks, Yvonne. What's the wow for? You like the card so far, huh? What didn't you know, Julie, about the squeaky marker thing? Alright, and then it'll make my card a little bit thicker, and Canada Post doesn't love that, but I can't not pop up my flower. You guys know that it's one of those things that you gotta do. And then I'm going to take my bone folder. Did I put it away? Oh yeah, it's here. And I'm going to give my leaves a wee bit of a curl, and maybe even my petals, so I get a little bit of dimension and it's not just flat on the page. Remove my backings. And then tuck it on there. And then, what does Annette always almost forget about is the sentiment. And where should I put the sentiment? Here. Thank you's a little big. I thought I had another one pulled out here. Thank you. I don't want to do all. Oh, I know I had this one, but I can't use this one yet. Well, they saved that for the next card. But I did pull out my art gallery set because it has all these little straight ones in a row sort of thing, and the thank you is kind of little, so I'm gonna pull it out. I'm gonna steal this block again. Now here's the other thing with photopolymers, and maybe it's not as important because this one's not super long, but if you just slap it on the block, sometimes it can get not so straight. So if you line it up with the grid on your grid paper, and then you pick it up with the block, it's going to be more, you got a better chance of stamping it straight, is kind of my advice. Alright, you can go here. And I'm wondering about putting my thank you up here. Up here, down here. I'm going to put it down here. Oh, hang on. We need the cushion. For maximum perfection on the stamping. Not bad. I wiggled the stamp a little bit, but it looks pretty good. Oh, goodness. Okay. So there, that is, oh, what do we need now? We need to put some bling on here. Oh yeah, and I was going to put some Wink of Stella in the middle, right in the middle here, where the, maybe we'll go out a little bit. Nice. There, just the barest amount. Maybe we'll put a little bit here on these flowers just to give it a little bit more sparkle. Alright, and then we're gonna put some rhinestones on here. I need a melon mambo. I would like to put a melon mambo dot on here. Do you know how you do that? You take your blend and you color. Runaway rhinestone. You color. I'm gonna have, oh, for God's sakes. That one went under my, okay. Do you not have any, oh, he doesn't have any adhesive on them. Okay. We're gonna color these ones that will stay put on the paper until I choose to lift them off. And that little stinker can just wait its turn. Okay, and then because it's alcohol, they dry pretty quick, but I'm gonna flip this over and use my spatula. Do that. See that glue dot sticking out of the, and then this little stinker can go. Oh, he does have glue on the back. I don't know why he's running